Well, stuttering is a difficult problem. It's pervasive. There aren't any good cures for stuttering, and this is an opportunity to really understand the origins of stuttering, and it has the potential for actually developing practical tools.
We're studying people who stutter, and the reason for that is that they have pretty much normal brains, but every once in a while it will clearly not be operating normally. They'll stutter, and it's just obvious when that happens. And so we're trying to understand how a brain is pretty much normal most of the time and then suddenly fails and then comes right back and acts normally again. So people who stutter, they'll be fluent, then disfluent, then they're right back in the game and being fluent. So we want to understand that process. What's different about the brain when people are disfluent versus when they're fluent?
I have struggled with stuttering pretty much my entire life. And one day I wanted to, do something about it. So I enrolled in this intensive speech pathology program over at Texas State, and the professor there works with Dr. Jeffrey Mock here at UTSA. He invited me to be one of the test subjects since I've been very involved with helping out the schools. Speech program.
So EEG is electroencephalography, and basically it's a non-invasive brain imaging technology. It's really the only non-invasive brain technology that's portable. So EEG, there are other brain technologies like MRI and they require you to be in a big machine. EEG, you put it on your head, you can move around, and because of the wireless technology, it can be monitored. So EEG is the only brain technology, imaging technology that you can do to monitor the brain at work.
Once we identify those fingerprints, then we're going to try to train people to change that electrical activity to fit the good fingerprint more often. And we do that by feeding back activity about what their brain is doing in near real time. So it's sort of like playing Marco Polo, right? You can kind of get information. You're getting warmer, you're getting colder. So we want them to get warmer towards that good brain state. So they'll have an EEG cap on, and this cap has 64 metal electrodes embedded in it, and they just sit on the subject's head, just sort of like a baseball cap. And they can pick up the electrical activity that makes its way from their brain to the scalp. There's a skull in the way, so these are very small signals that we're picking up, but nonetheless we can pick them up. And we can connect that to a computer and try to read out the brain patterns, the activity patterns of the brain. While we're doing all that, we're asking them to speak. And we're giving them these words, these funny pseudo words, I think is what we're going to be looking at, that are difficult to pronounce. So we're really trying to give them a stress test to make it very difficult to be fluent. And that's just simply to get better measures of what the brain is doing when they stutter versus when they're fluent.
Biwilo Red Bull, Dinkin Loose, Ten Tifile Winter. I'm hoping that this research will lead to better ways to help people like me, if they could find the area of the brain that could activate right before a person stutters, then science can target that, get that area, and find a more physical, possibly a physical way of help for people like me. It also gives me, for me personally, a sense of self-accomplishment that I know that I can help, that I can do something about it, even if it's in just a small way.
I think it'll have many uses besides the basic understanding of stuttering, and then the development of the application, which hopefully will lead to at least training, helping to train, or the ideal thing would be a real-time application that would assist people online.